Thanks a lot, George. 9:48 is the time right now, and with yet more BART protests that we saw this week, we wanted to bring in our legal expert, Golde, to talk about what happens when these protesters block your commute on BART.
Well, what should happen is the police chief of San Francisco needs to hold a press conference and say enough. What is happening is private citizens, people trying to get home, people trying to get to work are being bothered and blocked and harassed by these protesters. Now, Daria, as you know, the Bay Area has a history of protests that UC Berkeley in the late 60s, the civil rights movement, etc., etc. These protests today are staged protests. These are the same people going over and over and over to different at BART and other issues. They're being called together, they're being organized, and they are bothering private citizens. They are, look at this, at the BART station. It's ridiculous. The San Francisco police chief and other police chiefs in this county, in the Bay Area, need to make a firm stand, a firm statement, and say these protesters will be arrested and prosecuted. They should not be this close to the BART trains. They can be outside on the street, that's fine. This is over the line, and the police and the district attorney's offices have to make a stance, and they have to prosecute these protesters.
And there is a legal way to protest, right? You can get a permit and actually have a protest.
And when you get a permit, when you apply for a permit, you balance the rights of the individual citizens and the rights of the protesters and the people who submit, the city officials. They weigh these things, and then they allow you to get the permit. In this case here, these people are just going into the BART station. They're blocking the rights. They're blocking the way of people who pay the money to go on BART and just want to get home, Daria. So what I'm saying is the police and the DA's office, they have to make a statement and start prosecuting these protesters.
Because if these guys are arrested, I mean, I kind of had the vision of they round them up, they take them to the station, they sort of write them a ticket and let them go.
You can't do it.
So what could they do?
You can't prosecute 150. They have to make a statement. They have to actually, if they hear of a protest, they have to start arresting people. They have to make a statement. They have to do it. They have to start arresting people, finding people, making them clean up the freeway. They have to prosecute these. They have to make a law. They have a law. They have to enforce the law. The police chief has to say this is unacceptable. Remember, BART is private property. It is not public property. It is not.
I think a lot of times with police, some of the hesitation may be as you see officers confront some of these protesters, there are 10 other people standing around with cell phone cameras recording every action of the police.
And we've gone through that, and we know at some points that BART has prohibited the use of cell phones at the BART station during protests. But the point is, I want to reiterate this point, the police chief and the district attorney's office have to make a stance. This is unacceptable, and this is happening over and over and over again. Is this what BART is becoming? Because it's an easy way to get attention to protest at the BART station, and only your law enforcement elected officials can stop this, and the police chief. That's it.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, Ivan.
Okay.
9:51 is the time, and we'll be back with more.